Paro said to Yosef, "On your mouth shall all my people kiss." Meaning, in so many words, all of my people, millions and millions of Egyptians, are going to listen to whatever comes out of your mouth. Regarding his neck, that he did not bend to commit sin. He didn't look at even the modesty of Zlicha, who was very, very beautiful. The Gemara says she was one of the foremost beautiful women that ever lived. And Yosef did not even allow himself to entertain her beauty and look at it, even though she was trying to change her outfits multiple times a day just to get him to look at her. Since his neck did not bend to commit sin, didn't turn around like everybody turns around every time a chihuahua passes next to them, the verse says Hashem rewarded him, where he placed a gold chain upon his neck, where one of the things that Paro gave him was a very special necklace, which was not only very expensive, but also showed a certain power that he had, a position of power. Regarding Yosef Tzadik's hands, that did not feel in a sin, meaning he did not even touch. He did not touch anything, not himself, not Zlicha, the Eshet Potifar. He also got rewarded for that. As Paro removed his own ring from his hand and put it on Yosef's hands, where Yosef Tzadik got, through that ring, the ultimate power among the Egyptian people, and at some point later on in the world. Because the entire world got to a point of poverty and had to come to Yosef Tzadik to get food. Regarding his body, that did not touch sin, the verse says, he then had him dressed in garments of fine linen. Regarding his feet, that did not walk to commit sin, the verse says, he had him ride in his second chariot. And regarding Yosef's mind, God said, the mind that did not think in sin should come and be called wise. That wisdom that was gifted to Yosef Tzadik was something out of this world. How do we know? First, the verse says, everyone called him Avrech. Avrech means that he was, today Avrech means a Torah scholar. But in those days, Avrech means that he was the Av, the father of all wisdom. He was the smartest man of the land. And we realize that Yosef Tzadik was not only an extraordinary prophet, that he was gifted this prophecy of what's going to happen in the future, but was also a genius because he had an exact strategy of how to save Egypt, how to preserve the crops, while others tried to also listen to him and preserve the crops. Nobody else succeeded. Nobody else succeeded to preserve their crops for so many years and so on, even till this day. People don't have the same technology and ability and wisdom that Yosef Tzadik had. And not only that, he preserved enough in such a fashion that literally there was enough for it to go around to the entire country without causing hyperinflation like you have in the world today, without causing deflation, without causing a banking crisis, without bankrupting or causing a revolt. Meaning the wisdom that Yosef Tzadik had was truly second to none. It was unbelievable what type of wisdom that he had. Why did he get this wisdom? Here we see it has nothing to do with what the Gemara initially told us. The Gemara told us if you want to have this wisdom, you have to learn Torah, you have to pray for it. Here we see there's a third part. What's the third part? Mesirut nefesh, self-sacrifice. But not just any self-sacrifice, self-sacrifice to stay away from sins, especially at the moment of truth where you have the big tests. Shalom V'chai everybody. We're back here in the United States after 6 extraordinary weeks in Eretz Yisrael, the Holy Land. We saw extraordinary things there. The beauty of the Kotel, the beauty of the land itself, and of course, the extraordinary beauty of the Chachamim. A huge event where several thousand people showed up to honor the Torah alongside us and also hear the wisdom of Gedolei Ador was what we started the trip with. But along the next several weeks, we got to meet many other Chachamim, spoke in many different places, kollels, yeshivot, Beit Knesset, and we got to see some of the most extraordinary things I've ever seen in my life. But one of the things that we did see that is not as exactly as exciting is the spiritual poverty that's in Eretz Yisrael in certain places. Places like Tel Aviv, places that people are walking the streets without having a concept of what modesty is, without having a concept of who the God of Israel is, without even having a concept that the fact that they're stepping on holy ground. These are our holy brothers and sisters that we've dedicated our life to help, to get them closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And one of the things that we're doing in the United States, in Australia, in Canada, in England, and many other places around the world. Baruch HaShem, we've succeeded in doing it. But one of the other things that we did see is also that there's a material poverty. A material poverty is simply so abundant, so extraordinary, that it breaks your heart. We're sitting in our house when the next door neighbor decided to pass by to say hello, and while they were saying hello, they asked us if we have any extra toys because they simply couldn't afford to buy their kids any toys. Of course, my kids gave them their toys, and Baruch Hashem, we got to fulfill the mitzvah, but there are thousands upon thousands of these types of families of Chachamim, families of tzaddikim that simply have poverty as a standard way of living. These are the types of families that we've dedicated our lives to help as well. Over the last few years, we've helped tens of thousands of people to feed them during the holidays, to get them toys, to get them clothes, to get them beds, to get them whatever we possibly can. During this trip, we also lost a very dear friend, one of our partners in the distribution, a very dear friend of ours, Giveret Ital, that really dedicated her life to helping Am Yisrael. We're going to miss her, but as a dedication to her, as a dedication for Klal Yisrael, and as another way to honor our Kadosh Baruch Hu, we're continuing to do our food distribution as well as our spiritual distribution. We need your help. This time of the year is Rosh HaShana, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, the high holidays. These are the times where most people donate the most of their money during this time of the year because they need the righteous judgment. They need the good judgment. They need to be blessed with a new child, with financial success, with a health miracle, with all types of issues. And Baruch Hashem, people know that the blessings of the Mezakei HaRabim, people that have dedicated their life to helping Am Yisrael, those blessings get a special VIP treatment in Shamayim. Over the years, we've had many people tell us how each and every single one of their blessings that they received from us was fulfilled during that year. And as a result of their donations, they got many, many more folds of blessings than they could ever imagine. Please, partner with us during this time of the year. Be generous and also be understanding that this is the time where every single one of us gets judged and every one of us needs a little help. If we help HaKadosh Baruch Hu's children, spiritually and materially, there's no doubt in my mind that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will also help us as well. Thank you very much for all of your support over the years. May HaShem continue to bless you, and BeEzrat HaShem, we will all have a Shana Tova.
ידידיי ואהוביי, אחיי ואחיותיי היקרים, אם שמתם לב, ארגון בעזרת השם פעיל במשך כל השנה. הפעילות שלו מתבצעת במישור הגשמי והרוחני. זאת אומרת, לדאוג לאחינו בית ישראל, גם לנשמה וגם לגוף. ישנם אנשים שעניים בתורה. ישנם אנשים שעניים מבחינה כלכלית. לקחנו על עצמנו את התפקיד הקשה לדאוג גם מבחינה רוחנית וגם מבחינה גשמית לכלל ישראל בארץ ובעולם. ברוך השם, עד היום נעזרו על ידינו עשרות אלפי אנשים. משפחות נזקקות, לא רק מבחינה רוחנית, גם מבחינה גשמית, אם זה סלים בחגים, אם זה אוכל, אם זה שתייה, אם זה עזרה בעניינים רפואיים, בכל דבר ועניין שהיה, נרתמנו לעזור, והחידוש הגדול שלא על מנת לקבל פרס. בלי אחוזים, בלי עניינים, עוד הפוך. ראשי הארגון באים ותורמים מכספם את כל מה שצריך כדי לבוא ולעזור לעם ישראל. זה הארגון היחיד שאני יכול לבוא ולהעיד שכולו לשם שמיים. לכן ידידיי ואהוביי, אנחנו מבקשים את עזרתכם לבוא ולהמשיך להפוך את העולם למקום יותר טוב, הן מבחינה רוחנית, הן מבחינה גשמית. ואנחנו בקמפיין הקבוע שלנו לימים נוראים לפני החגים, שאנחנו באים ודואגים לאלפי אנשים בסלי מזון, בעזרה לחגים ובשאר מצרכים. לצורך זה פתחנו בקמפיין גיוס המונים של עזרה לנזקקים, ועוד קמפיין של תמיכה כללית בפעילות הארגון שנלחם במשך כל השנה בכוחות הרע, בעניינים של כפירה, בהפצת תורה ויהדות. כל מי שירצה לבוא ולהיות שותף, כאן בדף הזה של הקמפיין, מוזמן לבוא ויקבל ברכת שמיים, שכל משאלות לבכם יתקיימו לטובה. שנה טובה ומתוקה, שנה טובה ומבורכת, ארגון בעזרת השם.